Hamburg is just an amazing place to check out, and we're not lying. Hello adventurers, I'm Jay.
I'm Laura.
And we're the LANMonkeys. We are going to take you on some geocaching adventure travel all over the place. We are crazy cachers from Canada, and we are out exploring the world using geocaching as our travel guide. Welcome to Hamburg. We are starting this episode off exploring the historic port city in Germany of Hamburg, and we're going to take you around, find some cool spots, of course some geocaches, but as always, explore the city using geocaching as our tour guide. Well, the adventure really started when we got off the boat and started making our way through more of a rural part of Hamburg so we could explore by foot instead of just jumping on a shuttle straight into downtown. But now we've gotten to the downtown area, and this is where we're going to start the adventure with you guys. So down here on the pier there's an AL that takes you to some beautiful spots to see the beautiful spots to take photos. But one of the first ones is this building, the name of which I cannot pronounce, but it is a very popular architectural statement here. I'll put it on the bottom just so you can see it. There's also a traditional cache right here, so why not find it? From the marina here, there's also beautiful views of the old downtown, and so many canals that it makes walking just a breeze. Hold on, we've gotten ahead of ourselves. The challenge for this episode is how much of Hamburg can we experience in just one day with geocaching as our tour guide. We arrived in Hamburg on the cruise ship and decided we'd explore on foot instead of taking a prepackaged tour. Our day started with an interesting earth cache right near the port, and then we followed an adventure lab and letterbox cache that took us through the red light district, tracing the steps of the early Beatles careers until we arrived at the cool finale to that cache. What they say, any key will work.
Yes, it will.
Very cool. Sehr gut. Sehr cool. Next stop that geocaching as our tour guide is going to take us to in Hamburg is the Church of St. Nikolai, which, just check this out, absolutely amazing architecture here. And we're going to find a virtual cache next. At the Church of St. Nikolai for the adventure labs or for the virtual cache, make sure you pay the €5 to come up the elevator to 147 meter elevation above the city for views that are just unbelievable. After admiring the area from above, from what was once Hamburg's tallest building, we were sure to visit the earth cache and the remains of the abandoned church, the museum underneath, and don't forget that virtual cache. So some adventure labs and an earth cache and a virtual will bring you to the Rathaus, or the city hall, I guess is another way of looking at it, here in the middle of town, right near the lakes, which is where we're headed next. But just a beautiful, amazing spot to come and check out. Make sure that's on your list as well. So we just had a fun experience at the front of the Rathaus. We were trying to work on an adventure lab that's entirely in German. We're trying to Google translate it and figure it out. It's not working. And a police officer wanders over, holds out some paper written in German, is pointing to a line on it, and he's got a pretty serious look on his face. So we're thinking, oh man, we're not supposed to be here, or we're doing something we're not supposed to do. Well, turns out he was trying to help us find the answer. So we ended up having a lovely chat. And so if you're trying to work on the adventure lab and you're stuck, the police officers out front are actually super helpful. So right in the center of downtown Hamburg are two lakes, the Binnenalster and the Außenalster, and they are connected by a bridge and a small waterway. But even in the fall when we're here, still a beautiful area to be in exploring. In the summertime, this would just be a hot spot. Everybody would be here. But very cool spot. And, geocaching will bring you around here. Oh my gosh. It's the Luftwaffe. So, in the end, a full day in Hamburg with geocaching as our tour guide resulted in quite an adventure. From the Beatles' German roots, beautiful cathedrals with fascinating histories, and more, geocaching was our tour guide for an amazing adventure through Hamburg. If you want to see more places geocaching has led us, make sure to subscribe and check out the playlist below. We've got more exciting destinations coming, so don't miss out.